Welcome to a Friday night, Friday evening, Saturday day, whatever country you're in, wherever you're at, this wonderful planet. Um, it is back to an unfiltered stream. I had to take a few weeks off, family business. My son is in marching band, so he has drumline and football games and all that kind of good stuff. And so I had to kind of figure all that out. Fridays get a little tricky, so I figured I would slip one in because they have an away game, and they are actually not even going to the away game. It's oh, let's just say they just want the band to be safe. How about that? Not going to say where or anything like that, but nonetheless. So I have a free Friday night, and we're going to work on next Friday as well. Maybe have to do it a little earlier in the day because he will have a home game next week and on Saturday band competition. So yeah, we got a lot. I already see in the chat. Yes, Shane. So anyway, so able to slip one in tonight. I will remind everybody, if you are a member on a Punk with Toys channel, he is doing a Punk's Pit tonight at 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. I think it is his time. I'll double check that. But you can look on his channel if you're a member. It's tonight. You obviously don't have to be there at the beginning. You can pop in whenever you want. That's just kind of how it is. Punk's Pit's very relaxed. I've been on several, end up talking about girlfriends and cars and jobs and whatever. So it's not just toy talk, of which I am not the best expert, but it's also a little bit of everything else. So let's take a look here and see. Starting out, got a few people coming in, and we'll kind of let some people roll in. Whoever it is a little early. Obviously, Shane, Same Time Toys, first in the door, got his ticket punched. Ronnie, Trick Shot. Thank you, buddy. Bobby Wold, thank you. Yes, that's what I was laughing about, Shane. Charlock, 6:00 on a Friday. Yes, it is a little bit early. But I wanted to do Punk's Pit, and I didn't want to really stream against that. Now, the difference between one of Punk's Monday night streams and his Punk's Pit streams is that on Monday nights there's a lot more viewers because there's not as many members, so anybody's going to tune in. And on the Pit, it's a members only stream, and so it's probably a lot less people watching, but as he adds more members, that could change. But he has about room for 10 people on screen. And, you can just come on and hang out and chill. You don't have to be that active in the conversation if you don't want to be. You could be working on something else. I'm going to be trying to create a new intro for me and Matthew's show on Tuesday nights. And so, yeah, look, yeah. So real quick, and I do want to give a shout out to Eric Thurman. What's up, buddy? Just messaged you and Shark Eyes. We got he and Ronnie in the land down under, way far away from where I'm at. But that's what's great about what we do is that you can be in the same place at the same time. Let's see. Shane. Jay and Chad's Transformer stream. What are you gonna do? I mean, you guys have heard it a million times. It's kind of like, you're going to pick a time and you're going to end up streaming over somebody, or somebody else is going to be, streaming over you. You may share people, you may not share people. I would dare say this stream is probably not a Transformer stream. And so I fully understand for those that would want to pop out, pop in, whatever, and go check that out, man. I don't blame you one bit. I would never hold it against anybody. Besides, I can't tell if you do or you don't anyway, other than the little number up there that goes up and down, but that's normal. So yeah, I encourage everybody to check out that stream for sure. I mean, I know that a lot of y'all are very interested in that stream. So yeah, this is, Friday night unfiltered. If you've been here before, you know that I kind of go over a lot of topics, or I may just bullshit for a while. Sometimes I'll get into topics, with Hollywood and stuff, and that's not everybody's cup of tea. I fully understand that, and I do have my opinions, and they may not align with everybody else's or anybody else's, but that's okay. So yeah, I encourage anybody to go check out all the streams that you really like, and that's what's so hard, man. Like, people that have started channels now, or people that have had channels making reviews and stuff like that. And it's kind of hard because I have my go-to channels for my pop culture stuff, and there's quite a few of them. And they really do kind of dominate my time, and of course then working as well. And I was just having this conversation with Matthew, actually. It's kind of funny. It's you know, I'm on Instagram, and I know he is too, and I know he does a lot of photos. I don't do a lot of photos, but um, it's funny because I get messages, all the time, and because I'm not on Instagram, like, a lot, or posting a lot, um, I'll miss messages. They might go a day or two. I'm terrible about that. Facebook Messenger is another one that I'm just awful about, and I don't have my notifications set. And it's not because I don't want to hear from anybody or anything like that. It's just I'm one of those people where, you know, it, if I have my email notifications set up, if I have Instagram, if I have Facebook Messenger, if I have my YouTube channel, if I have whatever, and it's constantly getting notified, man, it just runs that battery, right? And if and 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 also my phone, going off, all the time. So I kind of have it set to where I just check stuff, manually. And so let's see. Sorry, I'm getting a message from a buddy of mine wants me to send him the link to the stream. But anyway, so yeah, so I feel bad. I really do. I told Matthew this. I feel bad when I don't get back to people's Instagram messages, and I hope please don't take it personal by any means, because I do really enjoy everybody here and appreciate y'all. And I try to scroll through and look at y'all's pictures and like them and stuff like that. Try to comment and watch the streams too. Um, it's there's so much content, and that's kind of a problem with television and movies today, right? And streaming. Back in the day when you only had a few channels, you really got your primetime shows and your Tuesday night lineup and your Thursday night lineup, and you get excited to watch Bill Cosby or Night Court, or, whatever it was. And now just everything's out there to consume, which I hate that word, but everything's out there to consume. And because it's out there to consume, um, how much time do you have to consume it? And then when it comes to YouTube videos, which I spend most of my time on, um, it's just there's so much content. It's you know truly overwhelming, honestly. And so I think everybody's understood. They get it. I mean, just looking here, like Sharlock says, yeah, my Instagram notifications are silent. And it's just because, yeah, my phone would go off nonstop. I did get really good about checking my emails. I used to be terrible about checking my emails. I'll tell you a quick story. It was about 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I noticed that, like, my storage space was getting full, like my cloud storage on my Instagram. And I never really paid much attention. I got a bunch of bullshit emails, stuff my ex-girlfriend signed up for, all this crap. And I went and deleted 52,000 emails. Now, I don't know if any of you guys are like me, like have that many that you just are, and I'm talking about unread, right? So it took my computer like 4 hours or something like that to delete 52,000 emails. It was unbelievable. It was freaking absolutely ridiculous. And but it got it done, and I got all my cloud storage like freed up and everything, and now I'm on my way to building up another 52,000. So hopefully none of y'all are like me in doing that as bad as I am, but also with some of my other messages. So I've tried to get myself in the habit of checking Instagram and even X, um, just at least trying to do it every day. And that way, if there's a message on there or something, I don't miss it. And I don't, I will feel bad if I showed it off Tuesday night. Frostbite had sent me some stickers from Australia, and so he had asked me for my address, but because I was so bad about getting back to everybody, he had to message me again and was like, "What the hell is your address, mate?" Like, "Hey man, answer my message, dipshit." It's like, yeah, my bad, and I did, but anyway, he sent me these stickers and his card and stuff, and that was super, super cool. I'm gonna have to fit them up here on my little box up there with my channel name on it. But anyway, so forgive me real quick. I would not normally do this. I'm looking at my phone. I don't like to do this during a stream, but I am going to copy this link and send it to my friend real quick. So anyway, before we get into some topics, I did kind of want to reflect a little bit on life. I want to say I thank everybody for your birthday wishes, and I know Wednesday night with my cousin, 3-star draw, aka Down South 77. Um, he mentioned it was my birthday. Yes, it was Wednesday. It was the 4th. And so today's kind of a belated birthday stream. I didn't know what I was gonna do. He asked me if I didn't want to stream on Wednesday, and I was like, "Nah, man. Like I don't know about you guys, but my days of going out and kicking it are slim to none. Okay, far and few between." And so when he said, "Do you want to stream tonight?" I figured maybe you had something else that you wanted to do. And I was like, "No, no, 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 no. The show has to go on. If I was playing in a band or playing music, I'd be playing the gig. If I had to work, I probably would have worked. I usually request off for my birthday really anymore, but but I happen to be scheduled off that day. So anyway, enough of that. Let's hit up the chat just a little bit here, and then we'll get back to it. Let's see here. Speaking of which, as far as the YouTube thing and trying to consume a bunch of content. Bobby Wold says I'm a multitasker. I got YouTube on my phone and the TV on the Top Gear. Top Gear, good show. Definitely, especially the old seasons. Yes, same time toys. They live, consume, buy, watch. That's what it's all about, man. I mean, really, holy moly. Oh yeah, and Shane also says I just deleted 2,500 out of 25,000 emails. Yeah, I'm just brutally awful about it. So I need to stay on top of that. So maybe I'll remind myself after this. Let's see what else we got. Charlotte says, I can't do it. I've got OCD about my inbox. I maybe have 4 or 5 emails in the inbox at a time. I read everything, but unless I 100% need it, it gets deleted right after. That is a great habit. And that totally is a great habit. And it's one I should get into. Shark Guy says, and unsubscribe is your best friend. Yes, that's something else I've tried to get in the habit of doing too. And also, yeah, selecting the ones that are spam, trying to do that stuff. Yeah, for sure. Let's see what else here. Definitely in the definitely in the rear view mirror. Yeah, as far as going out. And then Charlotte too. Yeah, my kicking it nights include sitting at the bar and playing Keno. Yeah, I mean, when you work in a bar, it's kind of tough because you kind of don't want to be in a bar. And I did it for many, 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 many years. Many years. Oh, listen to that sound. Hear that? Got a new microphone. Got the Shure what was it, the Shure M7, whatever the hell it is. It's that one that all the streamers are using now. I found it at a pawn shop for about $170 cheaper than it goes for retail. I couldn't believe it. And I've always wanted this mic. And I got a new camera. So we're going to see how long it lasts. I had to hook it up and do some diddly do on it. I had to get a fake battery. Actually had to get a fake battery and because you can't use it and like stream at the same time and charge it at the same time, and the battery will die after about an hour. And so yeah, no. It's hang on. No, I haven't forgotten. Gotta let me get there. So anyway, so yeah, I got a new camera. It's a mirrorless camera, Sony. It's really nice. I was hoping to get a better picture, and also maybe take some pictures with it and shoot some live stuff as well. And a new mic. So trying to upgrade. Gonna get a new monitor here soon. I had a really good couple weeks at work, and I wanted to treat myself, and it was really kind of my birthday present. Real quick, the other birthday present is Four Roses. So got a glass of Four Roses right here. And I'm going to give out a toast actually to somebody, and didn't want them to think that I forgot, because he just reminded me. That's right. I'm going to send out a toast to Mr. Ronnie, Mr. Aaron, Mr. Trickshot, the birthday boy, the actual birthday boy. His is the 7th, which is today. So happy birthday to you, my friend. I wanted to send out a toast. And yes, the key to life is happiness is a tight. I've had this glass for about 25 years. So cheers to you, Ronnie. Happy birthday to you, buddy. I didn't forget. I was just waiting to get my glass and put some bourbon in it. So anyway, y'all wish Ronnie a happy birthday, man. The one and only Aaron. And good dude. He came on my stream after Trump got shot. And I got home from work and jumped on the stream and kind of reached out to people that might have been up, but I also wanted people from another country. And so I just happened to reach out, to our friends from down under, and he was able to jump on with me. So I really appreciated that. It was really awesome for him to come on and kind of talk about that whole assassination attempt and and everything. And so, but yeah, good dude. So y'all definitely tell him happy birthday to the Trick Shot. And yes, I did not forget. All right. So we'll go through a couple other things, and then I'm gonna just reflect on life. Get some of y'all's opinions or whatever. You put whatever you want in the chat. You know that, man. Like I am, I'm all about it, man. Y'all cut up. But I was gonna show some old pictures, and oh god, that's smooth. Woo-wee. All right, so dagnabbit. Zombie killer in the house. Thank you very much. And I will not ask you for the creamery or welcome you to the creamery, nor am I anywhere near creamery ability. So maybe one day, if I make some videos and stop just doing live streams, then maybe I might make it to the creamery. I don't know. We'll see. This is not how you grow a channel, by the way, just so you know. For those of you who've done YouTube, you've probably heard that a million times. Yeah, Bobby Wold, happy birthday to everyone out there in the world. I agree. Ricky Jones, what's up, buddy? Ricky Jones, y'all don't even know, man. I said it the other night on Wednesday night. We go back way back. As a matter of fact, I think I have. Let's see. I thought I had a picture of he and I. I do have a picture of he and I actually in my photos, and I'll see if I can find it. But at the same time, I don't know he wants his face shown on a stream, so I'm not gonna do that without permission. Okay, so anyway, so I guess just to kick off talking about life. So I turned 49 on Wednesday. 49, and it is really kind of hard to believe that, to be quite honest with you. My son is 16 years old, and it's amazing how fast time flies when you're an adult. When you're a kid, it seems like it takes forever. And then you get older and you start working. And I think once you get into the working world, that's when the grind starts and that's when the weeks go by before you know it. And it's really tough because you don't realize it as it's happening. And then every now and then you get little reminders. Get little reminders in life. Um and A lot of times it's your parents. Your parents. And if you have kids, it's your kids. Now, as you're living life, going through your 20s, and if you were like me, going out, hanging out, partying and playing some drums or bartending and doing the thing and all that kind of stuff, you just live in the moment and everything, and you don't really realize it. And then I'd say, like a lot of people, once you get around 30, it's kind of like, oh, you're 30 years old. Oh my gosh, and it's a big deal. And then really it's not, because you're working and you're doing your thing and you're progressing and all that kind of stuff. And then you hit 40. And when you hit 40, I think, you for me, it's when I saw my mom, and I saw my mom starting to get a bit older. And and it wasn't that, like, because she's in great health. My dad is in great health. I'm very fortunate in that respect. Very, very, very fortunate in that respect, for sure. Um, but as you get older and you start looking at your own mortality, you also, if your folks are still around, you see your folks, you're right, and it's unavoidable. You can't stop it. Um, Things slow down a bit, right? And so the last couple of years, especially, and with some family stuff, right? We all got our stuff. With some family stuff, you just start to notice, like, man, it's I'm almost 50 years old. And you never think you get to that point. And so it's just interesting because they say, oh, you know, you get that wisdom as you get older. I don't even know. I don't even know if I call it wisdom. Like, you've been there, done that, so you know how most situations are going to play out from a day-to-day basis. Like, you could predict it, you know? Um, I don't know if I call it wisdom as much as just, like, slowing down and not having the energy to do the stupid shit you used to do, if that makes any sense. Or, like I said earlier, not going out, not going out at night. It's no big deal for me to leave the house at 11 o'clock and go meet somebody for a drink. Somebody texts me, they don't call anymore, but if somebody texts me now at 9 o'clock and say, hey man, why don't you meet me for a drink? I'm like, nah, I'm going to just sit at home, watch some YouTube and maybe play some Fallout. Fallout London, by the way, great mod. Unbelievable. So anyway, so yeah, let's see. Kind of everybody, you know, oh, zombie killer. You think you know Ricky from somewhere? I think maybe you do too. If you're the person, I think he may have mentioned to me. I don't know. Um, Charlotte says, I got a couple pictures of me and Pop post Joe Fest. We may be intoxicated. Yes, I was. I don't know about you, but I know I was. And Bobby Wool says, 49, you're still playing with toys. You're my hero. I'm going to always be a kid till the day I die. I will always be a kid. My son is 16 years old, and we act like we're 9 or 12 or something like that. It's always been that way. It'll always be that way. I find farts funny. I find fart jokes funny. I find boobies and shit funny. Poop jokes, dick jokes. I can't help myself. I'm a guy. Don't give a shit. I'll always be that way. I cut up at work. I cut up personally. I act like a goofball. I'm super stupid. And I don't really give a shit. Because that's the other thing about getting older, is that you learn to not give a shit. Right? I just don't care anymore. Do I respect people that I know, that I've talked to, I've had interactions with? Yes, of course I do. And I respect their opinions. But at the same time, I just don't care anymore. And I don't know if that's a good thing though. Like, we're talking about, somebody sent me a meme that said something about, I'm sitting in a chair and looking around for the responsible adult, and I actually realize I'm the one responsible adult here, and I'm kind of like, I don't want to be the responsible adult, right? Like, I don't know if I've ever wanted to be the responsible adult. Um, Charlotte says my oldest boy just turned 14. Man, time flies. Yes, exactly. Um, and I do love watching shit play out too, Shane. Um, they say you get the face you deserve when you turn 50. Well, they've always said I had a face for radio, so hopefully maybe I'll get a radio show one day soon. Let's see. Um, yeah, age is just a number too, Eric. It really is. I mean, it's just it does affect certain things. You know, if you're single, it's going to affect your dating scene, right? You don't have as much energy. If you need to lose some weight, it's harder to get out, get the energy, especially if you're working full time and stuff like that. You know, and various other shit. You know what I'm talking about. But I agree with you. Age is just a number, and that's why I don't feel 49, and even physically, I don't feel 49 most of the time, and I damn sure don't act it. Calm down, Beavis. What? Uh, yeah, Shane. His kid is 22, and had to have her pre-order my bread van. Oh, okay. As far as getting it going through the motions or pre-order, maybe. I feel you. And Bobby's oldest just turned 6, loves watching cartoons, and that was my thing. I love watching cartoons. I still love watching cartoons. I recommended Tuesday night Terminator Zero. If you have Netflix, Terminator Zero, watch it. I promise you are going to like it. It is really good. I love animated stuff. I've come to like anime in recent years. My son is the one that kind of got me into anime. And now he doesn't really watch as much of it, and I watch more than he does. Um, I mean, that it just happens, but I do. I love animation. I always have. I love cartoons. I could watch GI Joe cartoons nonstop all day long, without a doubt. Um, so anyway, point is that yes, time flies. It is another birthday. My family's very traditional. We do cake, ice cream. You sit at the table by yourself. They take pictures. Everybody sings to you. This is the first year that I can recall that I did not have a birthday party in my family. It is like clockwork for everybody. Is we all get together, we all do cake, blow out the candles, get to open your cards now. That's what we do for everybody. And you know, or try to, and or if they want to. But this year was the first one I didn't do it, but it was okay. Like it was actually okay. And I told my mom, "Don't. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It is all good. I'm not gonna cry because I didn't have a cake this year." And then I'm gonna read a couple more chats here, and then I'm gonna show you guys some pictures from back in the day when I was a youngin. Um, let's see. Shane, I'm going to see Ninja Scroll at the theater next weekend. Hell yeah. I think I'm going to go see Beetlejuice on Sunday. I'm going to get into that. We're going to go over some reviews. I don't know if you guys are going to be happy or sad. We're going to go through a few of them. Bobby Wold says, my daughter does anime with my wife and does the 80s, 90s cartoons with me. That is awesome. Ricky Jones, poor guy. Yeah. Yeah. Poor me. No cake. No candles. Sharlock, I got 4 of them, 5 to 14. Woo! Something to enjoy at every age, also something to dread. That's true. The worry, it like goes from like, when they're a baby, you worry about them breathing. I used to put my finger under my son's nose when he was in the bassinet to make sure he's still breathing, in the middle of the night. Then when he's walking, I'm worried he's going to put his eye out on the corner of a coffee table. So we put all those little corner things and like glued them on or stuck them on and all that shit. You worry about him running out in the street. Then they get a little older for school age, and you worry about whether they're going to get along with kids, are they going to get in trouble, or are they going to be the asshole kid, cry, not be able to go meet new friends, and then you get to high school and you where they're going to fit in, and is it going to be too much for them? And then they get to driving age, and you're worried about them going and driving every day, and you just want them to get home every day, and all, and then as they get an adult, you want to make sure they have a job, and the worry never ends as a parent. And my mom told me that, and she's right. It never ends. Fax me a cake. Yeah. And Zombie Killer. I'll add ice cream with that. Yeah. I'd love to see that come through a fax. Maybe in the future, be like the Jetsons or whatever, or like, Star Trek or something. You could just punch a button in it. It's like, wow. Last year and this year, I came home after work to a dark house and a cake on the counter. Still got that cake, baby. Still got that cake. And you got to eat it too. Eric Thurman, I'm on the fence about Beetlejuice. I am too. I'm not sure if I want to go see it. Matthew said he's not going to have a chance to go see it, so we won't be able to do our review on Tuesday. That's kind of what I wanted to do. But if that's not going to happen, then I may put it off. But by the time we get to it, be old news. So anyway, all right. So let me pull up a couple pictures here for y'all. And here we go. Let's share some stuff. Yeah, Ronnie. Absolutely, buddy. No comment on the type pussies. But yes, nah. I wasn't gonna forget, brother. I always have a method to my madness. Now I am a fly by the seat of my pants kind of guy. I ain't gonna lie. But there's always a method to the madness. I promise you that. My 11th grade English teacher used to say that all the time. Miss Sanders. Miss Sanders was fire too. Go see it. It'll be good. Otherwise, Keaton wouldn't have done it. Yeah, and Ricky says he has high hopes for it too. A lot of people have high hopes for it. It's hard to recapture that magic. Man, it is really hard to recapture that magic. Okay, here is a photo. That's me on the end on the left on a bar stool. Right, chair. That is a buddy named Jay. There's 3-star draw. Giving the muscles right there in the camouflage. 3-star draw, baby. He's probably about 7, maybe 7 years old, something like that. Justin, Steve, the troublemaker across the street. When I say troublemaker, brother, that's better than a crackhead. All right. Anyway, he is now anyway. I got Troy, my best friend, right there. And well, son, Nike kid, I don't forgot who the hell you was. Don't even know you. Anyway, so yeah, streamers, little birthday action. I'm sitting on the bar stool giving the rabbit ears to Jay. But yeah, look at 3-star draw and that bowl cut, baby. Boy, look at that bowl, man. Woo! Sexy. Just sexy. All right. Let's see here. Let me find me another one. Oh, here's a good cake for you guys. Here's an awesome cake. My mom got me birthday cakes every year, and I was trying to find the pictures of the G.I. Joe ones and stuff, but I did find Voltron. Yeah, baby. Voltron cake. Baskin Robbins, man, they could do it up. I'm telling you. Baskin Robbins, they were kings, man. Yeah, nice. Voltron, that's hand done too, man. Like some skill there. Mid-80s. Pretty sweet. And Ricky, let me know if you don't if you don't want me to put a band photo of us, I won't do it. I wouldn't do that for sure. But if you don't care, then I'll might show a picture because I got one or two of you and me that are pretty good from back in the day in high school. But anyway, yeah, that Voltron cake is badass. Pretty badass. And let's see here. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so did I ever tell you guys I have a hip disease? It's called Legg-Perthes disease. It is a what do they call it? Congenital hip disease. It's hip dysplasia, is what it is. And yes, it is. It was stanky in high school, by the way. And I'll tell you that story too. So anyway, I had crutches for 2 years, from like about maybe 8 to 10, somewhere in there, 8 to 10 years old. I had crutches and I had a sling around my shoulder, and it kept my left leg off the ground. So my left leg was off the ground at all times. And I did that for 2 years. And then I had to, they put me in leg braces, like Forrest Gump leg braces. So I will show you a picture of what my leg braces looked like. This is me and my sister. And these are what my leg braces looked like right here. So if you can see, it was 2 plastic things around my thighs, and they strapped on with Velcro. And then I had this metal belt that had rubber around it that went around my waist. And you would Velcro that real tight. So the idea was it spread my legs way, way apart. And it was trying to force my hips back into the socket of my pelvis, because mine was growing out of it kind of, and all real weird like. So the idea for 2 years was to put these things on. And yeah, when I got them off, they said it didn't work. They said, no, well, we're going to take these off of you. And I was so happy. And they said, yeah, but it really didn't work. The treatment didn't work. And so eventually you're going to have both your hips replaced at some point in time. We don't know when. Just whenever they break down. So we're 49 years and counting now on shitty hips. And so we'll see. We'll see. Still going strong. That's why I got a new chair also, because that last one was killing me. And the day I got him off, my mom asked me what I wanted to do. And the one thing I wanted to do was go get my cousin out of school. So I went and got 3-star draw out of class. He got early dismissal so we could go hang out and run around without these stupid braces. And so that's what I did. I went and got 3-star out of class. Actually, my mom drove me and picked him up. It was pretty awesome. That's what I wanted to do. And speaking of 3-star, he is finally here. So he finally found the tote with the old pics in it. Yeah, these are ones that I actually took a long time ago. I took them on my phone so I could save them and chop them up and crop them and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, and yes, Ricky, that is my sister Adrienne from way back in the day. Frostbite's in the house. What's up, buddy? Good morning to you, my friend. There we go. Lost it for a second. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I was showing off your stickers earlier. And I appreciate you swinging by, buddy, for sure. Love my Aussie mates always, man. You guys are super, super freaking cool, man. Yeah, and Eric Thurman says the bowl cut, 3 stars, bowl cut exposed. I just showed him a picture of us back in the day, 3-star. I'll show it one more time. Just so you can see. I don't want you to not know what I showed. I showed him this picture right there. Look at that feller. Throwing up the guns, baby. Throwing up the guns. Yes, sirree. Nice cut there, baby. Oh, boy. The pain. God damn it. God damn is right, buddy. Oh, my goodness gracious. I had a request to unbox something. I didn't realize it on Wednesday night. So tonight I'm going to unbox a figure. Nothing you guys haven't done, but anyway, so that was a picture of 3-star. I've got some more of him in here. He'll make another appearance. I do want to show you guys another one. You guys might have remembered this set since y'all are probably in my age bracket. How about this? Remember this wrestling ring? Do you guys have that wrestling ring right there? Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan. We see a Fat Boys cassette tape right there. The Fat Boys are back, and you know they can never be whacked. Wow, what are these masks? I can't remember what these toys, this Jeep and this other one. I can't remember what those were. Correct me. I know you will. But anyway, Fat Boys and Steelers pajamas. So look, been a Steelers fan for a long time, y'all. This ain't no new shit. Yeah, mask jackhammer. There you go, baby. So I had masks. You guys have to understand, man. Like I was really fortunate. Me and 3-star too. When I say we had like pretty much every GI Joe, we didn't have every vehicle. We had a lot of them. But when I say we had every GI Joe, not just between the two of us, each of us had most every figure, like for a 4 or 5 year period or more. Like we were really, really, really fortunate kids. And that includes Transformers, that includes He-Man, that includes Cops, that includes wrestling figures, rubber wrestling figures. It includes Mask. It includes, you name it. We had it. I promise you. It's fucking amazing. A great childhood. I mean, ultimately, at the end of the day. And Todd C stopping by. What's up, Todd? Yeah, doing Jean-Claude the splits. Yeah, in those braces. Oh yeah, baby. That was me. And yeah, and the bike was way back then. That was was it a Huffy Schwinn and a BMX. It was a BMX. That a BMX bike. Um, let's see. What else? They said Pointer Sister tape and everything. That was a Fat Boys. What are you talking about? I did love the Pointer Sisters. I ain't gonna lie. I did. I love the Pointer Sisters. All right, let's see. Find us another one. How about were you guys big Dukes of Hazard fans back in the day? Because I know I was. Look at that. Look at that. Now, this is a guy who lived up the street from me. His name's David. He was actually a Metro councilman here in Nashville at one time. There's my Aunt Sherry smoking a cigarette for my birthday party when you can smoke inside. There's an ice cream maker over there by the washer and dryer cabinet. And there is my picture of Bo and Luke Duke. And there is me holding Roscoe P. Coltrane's police car, I believe, in my arms. Look at them chubbies. Look at them chubbies. Chubby little kid. Who is that kid? Yeah, no doubt 3-star. No doubt. Let's see here. What else do we have? I don't know, guys, if you guys are cool with this or not. If you're bored by it, let me know. I will be glad to change the subject. I'll be glad to do something else if you want me to. I've got a bunch of topics, but probably ones you guys don't really care about too much. But I do like looking at these old pictures. So yeah, and just in the chat, just let me know if you want me to stop showing these pictures. I will be glad to. I just taking a trip down memory lane for the old birthday's sake. But if you like looking at them, I don't mind sharing them. I have no shame at all. So let's see here. How about this? We've got the original Super Mario Brothers and Metroid, I believe, or Spy Hunter, actually. Spy Hunter. Zelda cartridge right there. We got the original Nintendo. We have the Spider-Man comic. It's a nice trade there. We have a couple G.I. Joes. Look at that. Frostbite. What do we have here? No, it's not the Snowcat, but that is Battle Force 2000. We can zoom in as close as we can. Who is that? Who is that? What was his name? That son of a bitch. You guys know it. Dodger. That's right. I knew all of y'all know it. Look at that TV in the background. Look at that. Look at that old TV. Remember when TVs were a piece of furniture? Yeah, the Marvel Masterwork Spider-Man. That was it. I still have that book. Got it upstairs. Nintendo, Raiders sweatshirt. I don't know where the hell that came from, but anyway, yeah, Eric, I'm telling you, dude, it's just it's not. We were very fortunate, very very fortunate, and yes, it was Christmas of '87 is something like that. Yep, the gold Zelda cart. That was my first 3 games on the Nintendo. And Todd C says, I have pictures of my dad holding me while smoking cigarettes. And I know why my lungs are trash. Yeah, look, everybody smoked inside, right? Everybody smoked inside. Yeah, 3-star might have been Bo Jackson. I mean, I love Bo Jackson, and on Tecmo Bowl, I definitely loved playing on Tecmo Bowl because Bo Jackson and Lawrence Taylor were the 2 fastest people in the game. Just tremendously unbelievable. You could block field goals with Lawrence Taylor in Tecmo Bowl. All right, let's see what else we got here. As I scroll through days of yore, how about this one? Here's a good one. I'm a little bit older, and I'll point some things out for y'all here. This is in my bedroom. I've got, let's see, a hamster cage on the desk there. I've got an instruction booklet. We're playing, I think, RBI baseball on the TV with some California raisins on the top. See them lined up on the top of the TV there. California raisins, Nintendo there. This was actually Bases Loaded. That's a Bases Loaded cartridge right there. I love Bases Loaded. I love that game. Darren, I said Darren. Well, you go and you get on him anyway. 3-star draw is sitting on the bed with his face covered. Could have been because he of his mom. His mom hated getting her picture taken, and she would cover her face sometimes. And but he might have just been bored as shit because he wasn't playing. And that's Troy, my best friend there, and that's Tommy. Tommy Batts. Went to school with Tommy for a long time. Yeah, Matthew Matson's in the house. I liked RBI as well. We used to play the shit out of it. Bases Loaded did rock. And I love Baseball Stars because you could edit all the players and all the teams, and I love doing that. I loved it. I would take the I would take the newspaper, I would take the box scores out of the newspaper, and then I would take Bases Loaded baseball game on Nintendo, and I would edit the lineup and give them all the names of real players that were playing on the real teams. Let's see if I can zoom in here. I've got some flags over here. I got those at Epcot Center. We did around the world, and I got a flag from each country that we visited. Let's see. It's kind of hard to see this. There's an Alabama hat up here that I actually still have. It's in a tote. And I still have it. And there is an Alabama painter's cap, right? No, that's it. That's the Alabama hat that I still have. It's in a tote, actually. I could probably dig it out right now, but alas, we shall not do that. Okay, let's see what else we got here. I want to show you guys some stuff with like toys because I knew that would definitely. Okay, here's a good one of me in 3-star draw. Very young, very, very young. In front of the fireplace where he grew up. I love this picture. I'm wearing a Pepsi jacket because my mother worked for Beeman Bottling Company here in Nashville. It's a Pepsi Cola distributor. They bottled it at the factory, and she worked for them. And I'm holding a shark, and I loved that shark. That shark got all sticky and crusty because I used to suck on his nubs, his fins when I slept. Got on my houndstooth skin pants, and there's me in 3-star draw standing in front of fireplace. How about that? Let's take another sip of this Four Roses. All right. Love it. What was I? You're probably like 3 there. 3-star, maybe. It's probably about 5, something like that. And I'm gonna try to pay attention to the chat as well, just so you guys know I am paying attention as well. And I'm gonna highlight some more stuff as we keep rolling along. Rolling. Here's a Halloween picture. I'll show you another good Halloween picture here in just a bit. This is 3-star draw with the ski mask and the see-through mesh shirt as a gangster, as a robber. my best friend Troy. Let's see. Hang on. Let's go back. My best friend Troy is the Randy Macho Man Savage. It's pretty good, isn't it? That's pretty good Macho Man right there. And Sherlock, by all means, join me. Have a drink, man. I love Four Roses. Justin, my friend, dressed like a hobo. That's just what it was. And I'm the gangsta. And we faked a 5 o'clock shadow and put the mustache on me with my grandfather's hat. And if you wonder why I wear the hat, Pop Blender, my grandfather's nickname was Pop. And I started wearing the hat because my grandfather loved fedoras and other hats. And so that's why I wear the hat all the time. You may think it's goofy. I think somebody made the comment I was nowhere near fat enough or bald enough to wear this hat, I think. That's pretty good. But that's the main reason why I wear the hat. Honor my grandfather. And I got the suspenders on, and I used to have a little Tommy gun. I think it's in my hands. Can't really see it right there. But anyway, I love the Macho Man, though. Love the Macho Man. So yeah, so that's a good one on Halloween back in the day. Let's see. I don't know what this gun was. It wasn't Megatron or nothing. Man, we had so many. And back then they looked like, Legend series actually probably loved this picture of all people. He Legends would probably love this picture. He'd probably be doing it. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh, Eric Thurman, mesh shirt scene, 3-star. He said, I still got that mesh shirt, buddy. Yeah. You want to throw hands? Let's see. Many good times playing Joe's in front of that fireplace late nights. Yes, absolutely. Um, let's see what else we got. Yeah, aesthetic is peak 80s, Eric. That's true. And let's see. Old mate in the middle looks like Columbo. 100 freaking percent frostbite. So true. And Ricky Jones loves Four Roses as well. Love it, baby. Oh yeah, thanks for Frosty. Yeah, hit the like button, y'all, if you can. And anybody watching on replay, going down memory lane, if you like what you see, hit the like button. Today's stream was going to be light on news. I didn't want to just bombard you guys with a bunch of crap. And I figured we could take a walk down memory lane a little bit. I could just show off a little bit of myself, and we'll do a couple stories. We'll talk about Beetlejuice and a couple other things. But I really wanted to just kind of do some reflecting on life. Actually, man, just for the hell of it. I am going to be joining Punk for a Thursday with a friend later this month. I think it's the last Thursday of the month, if I'm not mistaken, on the calendar. It will be the 26th. Thursday with a friend with Punk on the 26th. So tune in if you feel like hearing some stories. I will have a lot of stories, not a lot of pictures, lots of stories, and I got a whole bunch of them. Trust me. All right, let's see here. Let's find us a couple more. I was trying to see if I could find some of other Christmases, and they're a little difficult to dig up. I've really had to work hard to find a lot, not to find these pictures per se. Oh, I did want to show you this one. So this is another picture in my old bedroom, but there's a few key things I can point out here. So here is a Planet of the Apes trash can that belonged to my sister. So that was my trash can. Nintendo. I'm playing RBI baseball. There you go, Matthew. RBI baseball. Stack of Nintendo cartridges there. That is a Steelers helmet lamp. That is a Nintendo Power magazine. That is $3 to my name. And a California Raisins once again. Nice shorts, Brandon. Nice shorts. Yeah, I had the Empire Strikes Back bed sheets, and me and 3-Star saw them at Joe Fest. Actually, somebody had them wrapped around a table as a tablecloth, and I had those bed sheets. So every night I rolled over and saw Leia and Han as Leia was holding her in an embrace. What a wonderful bed sheet to have. Ricky, dude, if you still have some Nintendo Powers, man, that's awesome. I have one left. I think it's the one for Super Mario 2, if I'm not mistaken. But I'd have to double check it. All right. Here's one of my early Halloween costumes. You guys remember when Halloween costumes were I don't know, pieces of shit? Halloween costumes have gone come a long way, right? Long way. This is what Halloween costumes used to look like for us. Now, this is some sad shit right here. Now, you guys remember this character? I know Matthew remembers this character. Fang Face. Holy moly. Look at that thing. Halloween costumes were the plastic mask. They were the plastic smock that you tied in the back. And that was it. That's all you got. My favorite one of ever was my Gene Simmons one. My Gene Simmons. And that mask is floating around somewhere still, and it is hideous. And I got a good picture of my mom and my aunt actually both wearing Kiss masks. Yeah, vinyl costumes for sure, man. Same time says they made me the fucking Rubik cube. Oh God. Yeah, you know what, Sharlock? It does look like the Bucky's costume. It really does. It is curiously. And if you haven't seen that, go back and look on my channel. I've got a couple shorts there of me running around with the Bucky's costume, and one of them I got to get Jay, Retro Jay, giving me a shout out for my channel, but he didn't know the name of the channel. So he goes, "Hey y'all, make sure you go check out Monkey's channel." He called me a monkey. Oh my God. Oh, that was awesome at Joe Fest. Anyway, okay, so let's see. I've got my rock and roll band in high school. Got my rock and roll band. I will show you a drum set picture. Ooh, you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm gonna show you this picture. Some of you may feel offended. I don't know that you will. I don't really care. This was in 1990. The name of my band was called Southern Edge, and back in 1990, this wasn't such a hot button topic for people. It just wasn't. Was it for some? Yes, but was it like it is now? No. So this was me sitting on my drum set when I was about 14, 15, 14, 15, right here, jamming out. Name of my band was called Southern Edge. And you see the thing I made up there that was on my bass drum when we played our talent shows and stuff like that. I made that logo and put it over the flag and put it on. We were a Southern rock band, Southern rock band. And so that was my logo. But back in the day, my friends, back in the day. But anyway, so there's me on the drum set. Let's see here. Here is my best friend Steve. My best friend Troy was growing up. Here's my best friend Steve playing the Miller guitar. He had a Miller music guitar, and we used to play it at our high school. He used to play it for talent contests, talent shows, and we did a concert one time where people could pay money to get out of class to come see us give a concert. That's James on bass, and then we had two backup singers, Diane and Ginger, and they were called the Kittens. Stevie D was Cat, the Tiger Man. I was Cat Daddy. James was Daddy Cat. That jukebox you see in the background is still in my family, right there. That's my buddy Steve playing the Miller music guitar at 15 years old. Amazing what they'd let you wear or take into a high school back then. Let's see. Oh, here's a photo of the Kittens. There you go. Our two backup singers. It was awesome. It was so much fun. We learned several songs for our concert, man. It was a lot of fun. All right, so we get to let's see. I've got prom pictures. Now I'm going to show you guys a picture from my prom, and you're going to think that these two couples swapped to take this picture. You're going to think we swapped sides. You're gonna think and hey man, absolutely, Charlotte, go get your supper, man. Come on back, grab a drink. Absolutely, thank you for hanging out. You're gonna think that me and Mikey, my friend Mikey, we went to prom together with our dates, but I promise you, we are on the correct sides, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the correct sides. We did not swap dates. So this was me and my friend Mikey, and this was his girlfriend Carrie, and this is my girlfriend Jenny at the time. This is our junior year prom, and these were our tuxedos and our dates for prom. And again, we did not switch sides. Oh, man, it's good old days. That's fun. Yeah. Cool people, man. Mikey is awesome. He is in San Diego now. Really good dude. Very, very good dude. And I haven't talked to Carrie Lynn in a long time. I have not talked to Jenny in 25 years or whatever more. But anyway, so that's us in high school. Prom picture. Getting a little older. Let's see here. What else we got? I'll try to I want to find a good photo of. Oh, here's a good one of me and Three Star Draw and Jenny and my best friend Troy for my birthday. There's Three Star Draw as a teenager. Look at that attitude, baby. Look at that dude. That young man. Look at that handsome young man right there. That's a handsome young man. I look like I'm being surprised or something. Shocked. And I'm wearing a Goodwill game shirt of all things. Go figure. That's Troy in the Blue Jays hat. There's Jenny. And Three Star Draw. Let's see here. Stop sharing there. And let's see, just so y'all know too. Let's see, so two. I'm going to check real quick. I just want to make sure. Let me look at YouTube. I want to make sure that this stream. Okay, good deal. Just want to make sure that nobody had chatted in my stream didn't lock up or anything. Let's see. Gotta step away. Okay, good deal. So everything's good. So anyway, so what is this bowl cut leveled up? Yeah. Vanilla Ice shirt. I don't think so. But that's a hoodie, I believe. Yeah, Three Star. I mean, shit. He liked his clothes, man. Liked his cars. Liked his clothes. He did, man. And he used to have I don't know about how many of you guys used to put a box like 2 12s or whatever in your trunk, stuff like that. Yeah, it was you Three Star. It was that white shirt. I think it was a bum equipment, if I remember correctly. But yeah, no, like he had the box and everything. Like he had the box in his car and he was all about bumping some Trick Daddy and all that stuff. Here's a picture of me on Prince's motorcycle from 2002. Kind of fuzzy. It was a Polaroid, so you could pay money, get your picture taken. They give you a Polaroid to take with you. And that's Prince down there at the bottom. This is from Graffiti Bridge. And so I got 2 pictures of me on Prince's motorcycle. And this was at Paisley Park. At Paisley Park. I'm a huge Prince fan, and having my photograph on his motorcycle, like that's everything for me. Like that, you just don't even know. Here's a picture of me playing drums. This is about 12 years ago, roughly 11 years ago. And I thought this was a great picture. I always loved this picture because whoever took it, we had a background that was, playing different scenes. And it looks like I'm eating the cymbal, actually, but I'm singing right now. And I think I'm singing a whole lot of love right here. And I'm playing drums at the same time. And I just always really liked this photograph. I thought this was a super cool photograph back when I actually had a cool haircut. And yeah, like pretty cool. That's me jamming out on the drums. Let's see what else we got. I'll find some more oldies but goodies because I do want oh God, I could play you guys video of me when I'm about 17, 18 years old playing with an old band of mine, but the audio quality is just absolutely brutal. like brutal. So I'll see if I can't try to import that, clean it up, and then one night I'll try to show you guys maybe some of that footage. Okay, let me scroll down some more so I can find some more of these pictures. But anyway, so yeah, it's fun to take a walk down memory lane, and just go back and look at old pictures. It's something people don't really do anymore. Is keep photo albums and stuff. It's a it's just one of those things that's just from a bygone era, and it is nice to be able to go back and open up a photo album, take the pictures out, and then take modern photos of them so you can crop them and save them, so that way at least I've always got them. And so that for me, that's super important. And I'm really glad that my mom has saved all this stuff. Now it's hard to find. You got to dig through it, but I'm really glad that she saved it all because it's something you can pass down. Now, is my son going to be as interested, so to speak, in my old photos? I doubt it. I mean, it's just the way of the world these days. Is he going to want to scroll through and look through all my stuff, when he gets older? Maybe, but the way we keep photos now, the way that we store them, they're not as accessible. And especially for your loved ones, like they've got to get on your phone. They got to find your stuff, and it's just not as accessible as it is having a photo album and just being able to open it up. And so let's see here. Let me go through. I can find some more. I just wish that because even like pictures on the wall. Did you guys grow up in homes that had the photos on the wall, the school pictures and the family pictures, and or they were done in such a way that they were all measured out equal, or they made some kind of design with the family and stuff like that? Did you guys grow up that way in families that hung pictures on the wall? I mean, it was that way at our house, but not quite as heavy as some other friends. I'd go to other friends' houses, man, and I mean they had all the pictures, man. Portraits. You remember the silhouette pictures? Did you guys have the silhouette pictures? The classic ones from the 70s and 80s where they would do the silhouette for you. Those were lovely. We um Man, these pictures from the tornado back in 2019, 2020. Yeah, I forgot all about that. But yeah, like the silhouette pictures, I used to just love. I used to just love those. Um, where are my toy pictures? That's the only thing I hate about Google Photos, man. Like I love it, but boy, if you got a bunch of pictures, you have got to do some serious scrolling, man. Like it is. You don't realize how many you gather, and that's another thing about collecting photos too, is that you don't realize all of a sudden you've got how many thousands of photos to sift through on your phone or a hard drive, where at least you knew with a 36 exposure camera or roll of film or a 24, you knew that that's the only number of shots you had. And so you had to make sure you maximize those photos. You couldn't take 10 photos of your, 10 photos of your food, right? And make sure you had the perfect photo. It's like you took that photo and that's it. That's all you did. There was no, making sure you had a million of them and then you could get rid of the ones you wanted. You just had to take a picture, trust it was in focus, and make sure that it was the one that you wanted. Daredevil Dave is in the house. Hope I didn't miss anybody. My aunt's entire hallway was like that, top to bottom. And Olin Mills, 3-star draw. Daredevil Dave, yeah, for sure, man. I knew people that you're right, like their whole freaking house, top to bottom, had photos everywhere. And then they'd have to change those photos out, right? Every time it was a new school photo, every time it was a new year. they'd have to go through and change all those pictures out. And that's a task, right? I mean, that is a task for sure. Let's see here. I know there's one easy way for me to find these pictures. Um, Instead of sitting here scrolling and bullshitting, I'm just gonna pull up Facebook because I've posted some of them on there. But anyway, yeah. And then Frostbite says, "Yeah, my son. Yeah, I mean, I guess he maybe will eventually." And Frostbite says, "I love looking at photos of my dad when he was young. Now that he passed away, yeah, it is cool to go back and see, your parents when they're younger, right? And just to see how they looked, and as you get older, you look so different, right? Than what you did as an adult. And here's a picture of me, and here we go. All right. So Ricky Jones, here is me and Ricky and Peter. That's me in the middle. There is let's see. Here we're kind of trying to zoom in. There we go. And that's two snare drummers on the outside, and that's me with my tenors in the middle. And that is Ricky right there. We were seniors that year, and that was at Contest of Champions in Murfreesboro, the main band contest that we used to do. The quick sack in the background. I think that quick sack may still be there. I don't know. But anyway, and so yeah, so that's Ricky, that's me, that's Peter. And like I said, Ricky was band president. We were co percussion section leaders or section leaders, whatever. And we thought we was bad shit back then. Bad shit. Ricky played some snare, that's for sure. Um, yeah, Bobby used to have them Polaroid instant photo. Yeah, yeah, we had a lot of those too. Um, Yeah, I guess you shook them because you tried to dry them. Maybe you thought they'd show up faster, right? Um, and domination probably did occur that year. We were pretty freaking good. Um, let's see. We did Macy's Parade in 1990. We went to New York City in 1990. It was our first band trip, and we marched in the Macy's Parade. We were the band that brought in Santa Claus. We got to do a little performance for the cameras for a few minutes, and I actually have just transferred that band video that they took. I transferred that video to digital so that I could post it on Facebook. So I'm going to try and see if I can't do that. Actually, okay. So to give you another idea, let's see, it's me. Oh wow, that's a good picture right here. Uh, this is me accepting the trophy. Uh, that's Ricky right there. I think. I think it is. I can't tell if that's you or not. That's accepting a trophy for best drum line, I would imagine. And there's my girlfriend Jenny in the background, and I can't tell. Anyway, and there's Carrie Lynn. There's Carrie right there from the prom picture I showed you. Jenny and Carrie. Anyway, so that's a good drum line one there. Um, I'll see if I can find a couple others, and then we'll kind of. Oh, here you go. You guys are gonna love this. So, you ever hear me and Three Star talk about all the time about playing in the creek out where he lived? Because that's what we did. I spent weekends upon weekends out there. We played with our Joes. We had the hovercraft, we had the whale rather. We that was my get out of the city and get to the country place. And I'll tell you, there's three people in this photo: my sister, me, and my cousin, Three Star Draw. If you can figure out where my sister is in this picture, let's see. Where is my sister? Riding a go-kart in the back. That was a go-kart track that my uncle made for us. He bush hogged this entire field, and then he made a go-kart track for us. And he welded go-kart frames for us, and we had a go-kart track. And there's 3-star draw right there. Oh, and sorry about that. Maybe take the tags off of here. But that's me and 3-star right there. And my sister in the background riding a go-kart. And we got muddy hands because that's what you did when you went to the country. You got muddy hands. And that is some good shit. Yeah. Yeah. Go-kart track. I know everybody knows you. I just, you know how it is, man. I just showing last names, first names. I mean, this crowd ain't gonna come after you, that's for sure. Um, yeah, Ronnie Trickshot, Halloween marching band, Macy's, all the stuff you don't do in Australia. That's a shame. That's a shame. But you guys do have crick life over there, don't you? Frostbite. Um, but anyway, so that's a good photo of us when we were little, and that best represents what we used to do. We used to play in the mud, play in the dirt, ride go-karts, get in the creek, wear swim trunks all day. I mean, that was it, man. Like that was life growing up. And I loved it because it was like I said, it was my getaway. It was my every other weekend, or not every other weekend, but on some weekends, that was my opportunity to get out and actually go to the country. I mean, it was basically like going to the country. It really was. And because it was back then. Um, let's see here. If that photo. Holy cow. Well, I gotta you can't really see it. I do have another photo that's got Ricky in it. It's very, very fuzzy. It's not very good. Man, oh man. Some of these I hadn't seen in a while. That's for sure. But anyway, okay. I'll give you I was trying to find a Halloween one of me dressed up like a ninja. That was one of my favorites is I dressed like a ninja for Halloween like 3 years in a row. And even I had crutches 1 year, and then I had leg braces for like 2 years in a row. Here's me with some Steelers pajamas and boxing gloves. And the wrestling ring. There it is. There's a wrestling ring in the back. Good stuff. Let's see. Any others that are interesting, and then we'll kind of shake it towards our topic. This is in my Miami Vice phase for you folks. If you ever had a Miami Vice phase, this was my Miami Vice phase. I thought I was hot shit in middle school. Ooh, boy, look at that. Look at that blue coat, well, holy crap. That blue blazer right there. Uh, and that look. Killing the ladies right there, man. Killing the ladies. Look at that suave MFer right there. 5th grade, baby. 5th grade. Coming at you all the way live. Look at that handsome young man. Oh man, Legend Series in the house. What's up, buddy? Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. We're just going through some photos here, showing some old photos, man. I have one of my friends dressed up like Macho Man for Halloween back in the day. That's my Miami Vice phase right there. Let's see. See what we got. And then so my favorite baseball team is the New York Mets. And it's mainly because at the time I played for the Mets locally in Little League was about the time the Mets were getting Darryl Strawberry and Doc Gooden. And I was on the Mets team when I was a kid. And so I loved it. That's a pretty good little pitcher, pretty little fielder. Couldn't hit for power though. But yeah, Doc and Daryl, and then obviously the 86 World Series. So yeah, that was huge for me. And so yeah, I love the Mets, still do, but I don't follow baseball like I used to. Um, and then here's a good one of me, a little bit older. Got another one of me and Ricky right here, birthday party, and my best friend Steve in the middle. So there's me, my best friend Steve right beside me. There's Ricky right there on the far left. And then my girlfriend Jamie at the time, her friend Leslie, and that dude. And anyway, that's a motley crew right there, baby. But anyway, so that gives you an idea. I've known Ricky for a long time. We've been friends for a long time. And so yeah, there's proof of it, you sons of bitches, if you don't know. Um, but yeah, I just like going through these old photos, man. They're just fun. And hopefully one day you guys do that or you get the opportunity to do that. I will only show you just a couple more to finish this out. One of them is me hugging my mom and my Aunt Sherry dressed up like Bret Michaels from Rock of Love. And I was singing for a band at a gig when I was dressed up this way. And so it was Halloween night. And so I dressed up like Bret Michaels. And my aunt and my mom and my sister and some other folks came out to the gig that night. And so I had the cowboy hat, the bandana, I had makeup on, I had the wig, I had the jean jacket. I had a shirt that we cut up and then put strips on. I'll show you another picture of it. I got the bandana. And so that was a fun gig to do and getting to dress up, Thanks, Ronnie. And thanks, Ricky. Oh my God. Um, anyway, so that was fun. That was a fun gig. It was a Halloween gig. I'll show you one more that's probably a better overall picture of me looking like Brett. And it is this one right here. There you go, folks. If I was a blonde with long hair, that's what I would have looked like. Can you imagine it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Look at me now. Man, I couldn't fit them jeans if I tried, brother. That shirt would be hanging over my belly right now. Holy shit. Oh my goodness gracious. Anyway, those are my kungas, by the way, in the background. I brought those kungas to the gig, set them up so I could go back there and do the Sheila E thing while I was singing and stuff like that. Um, yeah. Played a few gigs here and there. Yeah, man. Pop as Brett was a good looking Sheila. No doubt about it, baby. No doubt about it. Looking for nothing but a good time. Yeah, no doubt. And a Western Thor. Shit, I'd take that all day. What you talking about, Bobby? I'll take that shit all day long. Oh my goodness gracious. Anyway, so yeah, that's a few of them. I'll show you. It's too fun. Like I said, you guys tell me, say stop with the pictures, just fucking stop. We're done with it, like. But as I keep scrolling, I keep finding ones, and I'm just like, how fucking ridiculous. This is me dressed up as Michael Jackson. I would be absolutely in trouble these days for putting on makeup and dressing up as Michael Jackson, I guess. This is from the Way You Make Me Feel video with the blue shirt and the white shirt underneath and the black pants. And I shopped in a boys section at a thrift store and found these boys black high water jeans and put on sparkle white socks or white socks underneath. There's the glove from the Michael Jackson Wii dance game. I bought a wig and put on Ray-Bans, and that's me singing and hosting karaoke dressed as little Mahalia Jackson. There you go. There's a better picture. Look how hideous this is. Like, look, I'm singing something. I don't even remember. Look how hideous. Like, that is awful. That is awful. Oh, God. There's the socks. There you go, folks. I told you. I do not lie. I told you. I wore black loafers. I bought some black loafers. And yes, I don't think I would get in trouble for blackface for Michael, Bobby. I'm pretty sure you're right. And Eric Thurman, I got the glove. I had the Michael Jackson's dance game on the Wii. It came with the glove. And you would hold the Wiimotes and you would do the dance moves, and I was terrible at it. But yeah. And yes, 3 stars. I don't know about dressing as Michael, but with makeup, you'd fit right in these days. You are probably 100% correct. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, that's another. I do have, and if I can find it, if I can find it, I will show you guys me dressed up like a Hooters girl for Halloween. If you want to see it. You probably don't. Let's see. And then here's a good one. This is a good one of Aiden's mom. This is Aiden's mom and me when I was still playing music. She used to come to my gigs. I got my rock and roll shirt on and my rock and roll jacket. And so she'd come out to my gigs and stuff. And I always liked this picture. That was a cool picture. I gave my son this jacket to wear. He wears it to school now. This jacket is almost 20 years old, y'all. Almost 20 years old. And but I always liked that picture. That was a good picture. She's a cute girl, cool shit. But look at them cheeks, baby. Look at them full cheeks, man. That's a 30-year-old man's full cheeks right there, baby. 30-year-old. Ricky, last thing I need to see. Was that Shimon? Was that the last thing you needed to see? Was Shimon it? Oh my goodness gracious. Anyway, so yeah, if I could real quickly, and if I can't find it, I'm not gonna worry about it. If I can't find the Hooters picture, oh. So I'll tell you a quick story. I dressed up as a Hooters girl when I met Aiden's mom. She worked at Hooters, and so she had a million shirts, shorts, socks, the whole uniform, even the thing they keep their pad in that they write your order down on. So here is me borrowing her actual Hooters clothing to wear to TGI Fridays when I bartended at a TGI Fridays down here, dressed as a Hooters girl. Sexy, huh? I have to tell you, the place was packed, and grown men would come into the foyer, kind of across from the bar, the front doors, and there would be a wait. There was a wait back then. Back in those days, TGI Fridays actually had a wait. And grown adults would come in with their kids, grown men would come in with their kids, and they would look at the bar. They'd see me behind the bar. And I'll show you another picture to give you a better representation of probably what they saw was this picture right here. So this is what they saw behind the bar. I even wore a bra and stuffed it. They would see me behind the bar, and you would see them turn and look at me and be checking me out. And then to see the look on their faces when they realized it was a dude was priceless. I'll never forget it. I got the biggest kick out of watching all these dudes come in there, and they go to the hostess stand, and they'd start looking around, and they'd see the bar, and they would see me, and then you'd see their face, and they'd have the gas face, and they'd be like, "Oh, no. Oh, oh my god, that shit was so funny." Oh my god, I loved it. I loved it. Anyway, so yeah, there you go. That's wearing official Hooters uniform from Aiden's mom. Uh, Wowie. I mean, it don't get no better than that. And I'll show you one quick one just so I can point something out. It's kind of funny. Um, the funniest part about the uniform is that, like, putting it on, but then looking at the little pouch, my stomach, it's a little pooch pouch right here. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That's just terrible, man. That's just terrible. Yeah, yeah, you like that one, Zombie Killer? Yep. Oh my god. Anyway, I told you, I have no shame. I don't care. I do not care. Yeah, Daredevil Dave. No more. No more. No, I won't show you any more of those. Those are just brutal, but God love them. Like, just just beautiful. Uh Anyway, so yeah, oh, and so just so you guys know, this is 3-star Draw's costume from Halloween night, the karaoke contest I judged. We talked about it Wednesday night, and he got shafted. He didn't win, and I don't know how. That's what he dressed up like, just to show you guys. Now that's pretty badass. Like that's a lot of work. That's a lot of makeup. That's pretty killer, isn't it? Pretty killer Halloween costume. Dave says, "Oh, maybe one more." Anyway, he put a lot of work in that costume, and it ended up the friends of the owners of the bar ended up winning, and they were nothing special. But yeah, man, this was awesome. And I probably actually do have a pic of, let's see, I dressed up like I wasn't even gonna dress up, and I ended up dressing up as a greaser, just a greaser. Well, hang on. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, I dressed up like a greaser, last minute costume change, as my ex-girlfriend there used to come to the karaoke gigs and sing. And I don't know what she was dressed up as, but I liked it. I was dressed up, I rolled my pants up and just rolled my shirt up. You can see how little effort I put into that costume. But I didn't really care because her costume looked fantastic. And I do have a picture of the 3 of us, actually. There we go. I wish you could see more of 3 Stars, the costume, because it actually does look great. Like, it was amazing, his hat, the shirt, the blood spatter, and everything. It was just awesome. Awesome, awesome. But anyway, it was a great costume, like, for sure, dude. Um, Halloween was definitely his holiday, and there's me and 3 Star and our buddy Lawrence, about 10, 11 years ago, something like that, 12 years ago, somewhere in there. But anyway, so yep, that's about it. I could go on and on and on showing you guys pictures, but I thought it'd be fun just to roll down and just have some fun looking at some old pics, man. I got plenty of news. I don't even know if you guys even really give a shit about that stuff. If you don't, I fully understand. Um, and if you do, great, and I can get to some of it. But mainly the one thing I was going to go over was maybe some Beetlejuice reviews. Just kind of look and see what kind of scores that Beetlejuice is getting. Um, just to kind of see what people are thinking about the movie. Like I said, thinking about going to it, thinking about going to see it on Sunday afternoon. And so, curious if anybody else plans on going to see it in the next couple of days. Like I tell people, I've been a Steelers fan for a really long time. Not a Titans fan, but I do keep up with them. But Steelers all the way, baby. It's football season. There's a game on right now, y'all. Shit. Happening in Brazil, I think. But yeah, so if you guys do want to hear about it's already done about 13 million after yesterday. If you guys do want to hear a little bit about Beetlejuice, I'll be glad to. I did promise an unboxing. And so do you guys want me? I did promise an unboxing to somebody, and if it's Zombie Killer, are you the one that wanted to see me unbox something on Wednesday night? It's not that kind of show, so to speak, on Wednesday night. It is a G.I. Joe show. But a little birdie told me that somebody wanted to see an unboxing of some kind. And so I can do that just for the shit of it. But yeah, I mean, I can unbox something. How many of y'all? I'm sure a lot of y'all out there already have Sergeant Slaughter, right? Marauder Slaughter out there in the chat. Let me know if you do. If you don't, I got Marauder Slaughter or Slaughter. Yeah, I've got Super 7 Cobra Commander. I've got Naugahyde. I've got the Stinger, but that's quite involved to try to unbox that and get all that put together and everything. It would take quite a long time. It's quite a bit. I've got shit, man. I got a ton of stuff over there. I got stuff I ain't never even opened, man. Charlock is back in the house. What's up, buddy? Yeah, we're just showing some more photos, man. But I had a request to do an unboxing. So what would you guys want to see me unbox? I'll tell you what. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, and I will be right back. Okay, I promise. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna put on just a little bit of music for you guys. Just while I go and do that. It won't take me a second. I'm just gonna go look real fast at. Gonna go look really, really, really quickly. Let's see. Figures, and we'll figure out which one you want me to unbox. Okay, I'll be right back. Turn the mic on. That's some copyright-free funk music. Not too bad. We can do chuckles. Most of y'all have chuckles anyway. We could do this guy. Let's see here. Try to get a little more light on him. Shockwave. Night Pursuit. Sergeant Slaughter. No, you better stop your funky self. Super 7 Cobra Commander. I ain't gonna do a Mezco. Or God, they just fall all over the place, don't they? All right. How about? Come on. Boba Fett. Just kidding. Like that new camera? Mercy, child. And remember the other night I talked about Walrus Man, Babu Frick, or whatever the hell his name is. I play with him in the bathtub all the time. This guy, you remember this guy right here, y'all? That little dude. This is what he looks like now. That brother's so wet inside, he can't sit still. Ooh, so funky, I need somebody to bait me. Anyway, all right, who you want me to unbox? I know you can't see them all, but this is all my old Star Wars figures. Some of them anyway, still there. So anyway, what do you think? Who should I do? Who should I do? Is it gonna be Shockwave? Is it gonna be Chuckles? Is it gonna be Cobra Commander or Super 7? Is it gonna be Bespin Luke Skywalker? No Trooper. All right. Zombie Killer says Nightshade looks sick. All right then. That sumbitch. You know him. You love him. Unfiltered is fully operational. Right. Let's get to it. Said Night Pursuit. Is that what you want, Zombie? You want this right here? Let's see. Get a little light on it. It's kind of a bitch. I do the low light thing, so let me turn it up a little bit. Woo! Hope that ain't too bright. There you go. Is this what you want? It is Marauder Slaughter. I do have him. It is a big one. A lot of stuff to it. But we'll take a consensus. You guys tell me. This one or Marauder Slaughter. How about that? One of those two. You tell me. You guys vote. We'll get on with it. We'll grab my knife real quick. All right. Slaughter it is. We'll show that itty bitty bitty bag. All right, Marauder Slaughter. Do you have him? Do you like him? Do you want him? We're gonna make Sarge get funky tonight. right. At least it's a bigger box, right? We've been super, super disappointed in the recent unboxing. And let me know if the music's too loud, by the way. Just so y'all know, out of the whole classified line, there's only been 5 things I think I've opened. The Vamp, Jinx, Techno Viper, that was the wave. The wave with Jinx, Techno Viper, Big Boa, and Quick Kick. That's it. That's all I think I've opened. All right, so Zombie Killer out of the box. All right, comes with mini Sarge figure, which came with the original classified Sergeant Slaughter. He had a mini figure. Itty bitty ditty bag right here. Dumbbells. There we go. Boxing gloves this time, and multiple hands, and an AK-47. Is that Romanian? All right. I'll mute my mic so I can pull him out real quick. I don't want to lose them sunglasses. All right, first piece first. See one of them flashlights that has like, gotta press it 5 different times to get it to flash through all the sequences. All right, there he is in his full glory, the Sarge, baby. Camera adjust. Looking good, looking good. This is why I wanted this camera. All right. So, let's get his hat on, yo. Let's get his shades on first. So what do y'all think about the shades on the Sarge? Are they as bad as Buzzer? Do they just not stay on? I mean, I'm just... You gotta have like ears or some way to keep these shades on, man. Like, it just is what it is. There we go. There's Sarge with the shades. Hang on. Oh, so stupid. All right, let's check it out. Looking good though, man. I mean, you know, I still can't get over it. Looks like Sarge is wearing brown booty shorts, y'all, with green leggings underneath. Like, I'm just never not gonna see that. I just can't help it. All right, there's Sarge. Let's get the minifig out. Here's the minifig, complete. Also, let's see. There we go. Sorry, my camera's up a little higher now. There's the minifig, complete with file card on the back. Love it. File card on the back. Love it, man. It's awesome. All right. Here's what you want. Here's what everybody wants. We can put his dumbbells inside. We can put his AK in there. Store his extra hands. Whatever you want. Itty bitty ditty bag, baby. US of A right there. Looking good. Looking sharp. Just get a little closer to the camera. Yeah. Looking good, baby. High quality itty bitty ditty bag, and it has a little strap too, the other strap, a little handle, so he can carry it sideways, or you can put it around his shoulders, strap it on him, which I'll do with a finished product here in a moment. Let's get his dumbbells out. Yes, I do recall that. 3 stars, so I'm going to be very careful trying to get these out. It's kind of hard because you don't want to mangle the, you know what I mean? Like mangle the plastic when you do it. So I'm thinking about unboxing. And again, because I have not unboxed a lot of my figures, it's one of those things that, like, you know, I have to learn from other people's mistakes. If that makes sense to you guys. Like I have, and it sucks that way, but I have to watch you guys' reviews to understand what not to do. Let's see here. Now the dumbbells, I don't know which set of hands you're supposed to put the dumbbells in. You know, if it's the gun holding ones or not. Like I was just at everything. Shit. But anyway, so dumbbells, 90 pounds a piece, I guess. Is that what that is? Yep. So 90-pound dumbbells. There's 2 of these. They look great. I mean, you know, they're fun. It's a fun accessory. AK-47. Nothing, just kind of bog standard here. We'll put that in his hand. Little bog standard AK. I'd love to get his finger over that, over the trigger, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. But there's this AK, you know. And the funny thing about Sarge is if you look at him, man, like his neck is really moved forward. I mean, he's a behemoth, man. And so his neck is really just pushed like forward. Now you can move it up. You can, you know, raise his head up, everything, but it's really funny. All right, let's see real quick in the chat. Here we go. Let's see. Run them down real quick. The windowless packaging. Everybody had an itty bitty. Yeah, no kidding, right? Daredevil. Much better than Buzzer. The shades are blue too. I agree. You can't beat the Sarge. He took out 30 bats himself. Yes. Zombie Killer. The hat gives it perfection. I agree. And go back and watch G.I. Joe, the movie. It's not the greatest movie, but it's good. But there's also several episodes with Sarge too. But he is the man, the myth, and the legend. Let's see. Yeah, the hat helps with the shades. I agree in a way. I think if you pull it down far enough, it gives it an opportunity to kind of come down on those shades and keep them in place. Let's take the hands off, put the boxing gloves on, see kind of how fun that is. And I'm not really worried about showing off the other hands. He does have his stick. Now, what is that stick called? For you military guys out there, what is the stick called? I cannot remember. You guys tell me, what is the name of that stick that he has? Yeah, Shane, best line, right? Hey, we all go home or nobody goes home. Exactly. Great line. Let's see. Baton is good. Swagger stick. It's a riding crop. Yes, and it looks like a riding crop. I'll show it to you. Right here. Good looking stick, baby. Oh, shizzle, my nizzle. It's a good looking stick, yo. Oh, it's a really, really shiggity diggity funk. All right. Get them gloves on. Put them cuffs on, baby. Sarge is ready to box, yo. Who's coming to me? It's a Sarge. He's ready to bust your ass right now, yes. Take a lot more cough. You come over here and I'll kick your ass. Me and the Hulkster are gonna get it done. We got them moves. Said 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Get funky, get funky. That's called the front porch swing right there, y'all. That's what we call that in America, the front porch swing. Anyway, so I like the boxing gloves. The glasses, you know, they come off very easily. It's easy to lose them. I probably dropped them somewhere on here. Oh yeah, they're right here. Anyway, so good looking fig, man. He's fun. Boxing gloves definitely helps. We're gonna put some stuff in his bag here. Let him carry it on his back. Get his boxing gloves off. Put them in there. Alrighty, such is life. We'll give him his stick, his baton, and let him whoop some ass with it. Now, if I had an open bat, I'd do that with him too. So there's the baton, or his whipping stick, or as we like to call it, the glue maker. Whoa, that's terrible now. That is awful. I shouldn't have said that. Lord, I apologize. The glue maker. What kind of... That's an asshole. What an asshole. All right. Let's put his itty bitty bitty bag on his back. Without breaking the strap, hopefully. There we go. Put his stick in his left hand and a machine gun in his right, because we all know Sarge is a big guy that likes to use guns. And this is for you, zombie killer. Let's see. Make sure his shades didn't fall down. Make sure his shades didn't fall down. I just don't want to step on them. It ain't no joke, though. Oh, yeah, that's right. Hang on. I'm missing a piece. One more piece, and then we'll finish it right here. And you got to have the whistle. Yeah, let me see if I can find the shades. They fell somewhere over here. I'm not going to look forever, though. That's boring. So anyway, here you go. Without the shades, Sarge with his AK. See if I can put his finger on the trigger real quick. I doubt it. There we go. All right. There you go, zombie killer. Just for you. Rarely do I unbox. There's an unboxing for you. There's the itty bitty bitty bag, or itty bitty ditty bag, my bad. And on his back, USA, USA, USA. All right. We'll stick his little mini guy on his back too. He can carry him around. What's cool is the figure comes out of the package, so he can even hold the figure in his hand, which is fun. Mad Marauders. But there you go, man. There's an unboxing for you. I hope you like that. I'm not very great at it. There are many other people in this chat right now, Zombie Killer, that are much, much better at unboxing, and I highly recommend some of the names that you see. Look up their channels. They do some really good streams, some really fun stuff. Really, really good people. And so, yeah, like you can definitely catch some unboxings and reviews of figures on their channels, like 3-Star Draw. You know, obviously, same time, got some stuff too. Frostbite, Shark Eyes, Ronnie Trick Shot. Sharlock is more of an Instagrammer, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sharlock. And let's see. Oh yeah, the figures behind me, Shane. Yeah, I'm with you, man. And the ones up top, up here, I've been wanting those for years. They're not great figures, but I love the set. Love the set. The minifig is actually different. This is a different minifig, I think, than the original one that came out a couple years ago. The Sarge that came out a couple years ago. That is this is a different minifig. It's the Mad Marauders minifig, and the other one was actually the one that was dressed like the Sarge that came out. File card and everything. So it is a different minifig. So that's what's cool about that too. They actually took the time to do a repaint on the minifig, and that's probably a pain in the ass. So yeah, but there's Sarge. I gotta find his shade, y'all. Listen, I tell you what, before I get out of here, because I know Punk's Pit's coming up at here very soon. Do you guys want me to go over the reviews for Beetlejuice, or would you rather me save that for Tuesday night with Matthew? And that way that'll give you guys a chance to kind of settle in or whatever, and especially those members get ready for Punk's Pit. Y'all, there he is, Loki, model misfit, Loki Wartooth. What's up, man? Aaron, what's up? Thank you, sir. We just been hanging out, man. We've just been hanging out. And so showing pictures. I spent most of the better part of 2 hours showing pictures from when I was a kid and all that kind of stuff. Just, reminiscing about life and such for a unfiltered stream tonight. Instead of being angry and mad at pop culture, I figured we would just be a happy pop blender and just reminisce, man. Thank you very much, Loki, for the birthday wishes. But yeah, man, so I wasn't gonna stream all the way up until Punk goes on, because I am gonna jump on Punk's Pit here after a while. But yeah, if you guys want me to go over the Beetlejuice reviews that have come out recently, you let me know. If you do not want to know that information, I can fully understand, because I'd rather you maybe just go into it blind without looking up a bunch of crap, without getting spoiled, without knowing too much. I'd rather you see the movie on your own, and I can just save that kind of stuff for Tuesday with Matthew. It's up to you guys, man. I can hang out for a little bit longer if y'all don't care, for sure. But some of these topics I have, not really fitting the vibe tonight, if I'm being quite honest with you. Some of the stuff I talk about, y'all, and, I've got Beetlejuice, I've got Agatha All Along, I've got Star Wars Outlaws, I've got Elon Musk's tweet, I've got the Motion Picture Editors Guild, I've got Square Enix censoring language from Japan again. I've got a lot. Got the new Batman movie. I've got and so really it's all good. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna probably finish it up here, guys. Take me a little break, get a bite to eat, and then jump on Punk's Pit. I invite any of you that's members to jump on there. It's it is really good time. And yeah, Ricky, man, you bounce. I don't want to, I don't do any spoilers, so to speak, or zombie killer. So yeah, absolutely. Thanks for stopping in. By all means, and 2 hours is a long time to spend with somebody like myself, so I appreciate you hanging out, for sure. And Ricky, no doubt, man. I will talk to you soon, man. Appreciate it. You stop by anytime, buddy. I do 2 or 3 streams a week, man. You're more than welcome at any time you want to, and maybe one night on a Friday I can have you on and we can talk about some old shit. But anyway, so yeah, man. Look, Ricky, Zombie Killer, y'all have a good night, and we're gonna roll on just a little bit. I'm gonna show some review recaps. Not gonna go over spoilers. But let's see. Let me turn this down just a little bit. All right. No spoilers. No spoilers. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. Get my comments off. Peace out, buddy. See you later on, homie. Appreciate it, dude. All right. So looking at things right now, the way it looks is that 77% Rotten Tomatoes, 7.2 out of 10 on IMDb. I don't know what the hell B-bomb is, y'all. I don't know what that is. 3.2 out of 5. So far, 3.6. We just kind of look at some of these headlines right here. We'll get an idea, really, of kind of where things are kind of somewhat standing without even really reading the articles. You know, you've got Seattle Times. Sequel is absolutely bananas. Sequel should not have been made despite its charm. Keaton in top form, but sequel lacks spark. See USA Today here. Let's see what they have to say. No, I don't want to hear your trash magazine. Beetlejuice review. Michael Keaton's moldy ghost lacks the same bite. These are just a few of the headlines, so to speak. Let's see if I find me another one here. Let's get back to that page. Yo, come on, man. Come on. There we go. How about the Los Angeles Times one? Let's look at this. It says, despite its charm, Beetlejuice sequel. No, I don't want to. I want access to the article, not your newspaper. Okay, they're not going to let us in. Well, you know what? We'll go to the New York Daily News. Maybe we'll get kicked back out again. Says Keaton in top form, sequel lacks spark. Good God. I mean, they don't want you reading anything, do they? I mean, and I would never sign up for this magazine, by the way. Let's see. I know one place I could go for sure, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try one more time. All right, Beetlejuice review. Michael Keaton is fit to raise the dead again in a fun but uneven sequel. So, People Magazine. You can easily spare yourself this highly anticipated movie, an elaborate but very uneven retread that recycles many of the best elements from the first Beetlejuice, including a variation on the great Day-O lip-syncing number. Okay. But the surprise and delight are gone. Beetlejuice had an exciting, surreal strangeness. I'm going to guess, you know, look, Keaton is still funny, manic, growling, but not unsettling. Not something to tug at your unconscious in your dreams. The film's plot is an unnecessarily loose bag of bones. Some of them inspired, some of them less so. Yeah, it's so look. Without reading, you know, I guess without just reading these, right? Like just without reading these, just, you know, back to back to back. The one thing I am gathering from a lot of these reviews, just being honest, just from what I've read, is that, you know, there are funny parts. There are laugh out loud parts. There are some funny parts to it. However, it mirrors the first movie. in a way. If you like the first movie, chances are you're probably going to like this one or parts of this one. But, can anybody, I tell you what, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Can anybody tell me how many minutes Michael Keaton was in total screen time of the first Beetlejuice movie? Can anybody tell me how many minutes, closest to the pin wins, how many minutes was Beetlejuice actually in screen time the first movie? I'll let you guys put it in the comments if you want to. And if you don't want to, please put it in the comments. So, it's a good guess, Frostbite. It's a good guess. Anybody else? About 9, if memory serves me right. That's 3-star draw. Says about 9. Anybody else care to wager a guess on how many minutes Michael Keaton was in the original? How many minutes of screen time? 30 minutes, says Model Misfit. There's no way it surpasses the original as far as the movie's concerned. I mean, that's definitely hard, and we all know that. I agree with you, Charlotte. That's just an impossible task for most movies. Aaron says 25 minutes. Eric Thurman says 10. So 10 minutes. 15 minutes, says Daredevil Dave. Ding, 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 ding. 15 minutes of the entire movie he is in screen time, the first movie. Now, if you go back and think about it, what are your memories from the first movie? It's Beetlejuice, right? Right? All the practical effects and all that stuff. And it's like, golly, when I was a kid, I loved him. He was awesome. And he was awesome, right? But you don't remember that as a kid, those are your memorable bits, right? But he was only in it for 15 minutes. Well, so from what I'm understanding about a lot of the reviews I've watched from the people that I trust, and I don't always agree with their opinion, that it's roughly similar to that screen time. But the one thing I think that the one thing that I think the movie is going to miss was the two main leads in the first movie. And the reason I say that is because they're the ones we get introduced to the world through. They are kind of our guides into this crazy, wacky world, and especially after they die. And, they go to meet the old lady, right? And she's telling them about, who to call and all, so whatever. But Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis are our guides into this world. They are our sympathetic characters, obviously, at the end, when everything's going down. And so, this movie doesn't have that, so to speak. Now, it does have great leads. It has great some good characters. But from everything I'm kind of reading, about it, is that's kind of the one thing a lot of people say that it's missing, is that part of it that you did get with that original movie, was that you got those two characters, the married couple, and that was, kind of your guide to that world, and that, and so it's saying that, it is difficult because you are missing that element of the movie, and that was a very critical element of the movie when you watch the first one. And I do agree. I think that is a very critical element of that movie. And it's hard to think about it at the moment, but if you really go back and look, you spend most of your time with that couple. Now, in this one, you're going to spend most of your time with the family. And while that's great, it just all falls on the portrayal of the family and whether or not that is an enjoyable thing. And so from that aspect, because those two characters, are not featured, and that's not a spoiler. You can look the credits up. then yes, in a sense, you are missing that element, and that element is quite crucial, really. So anyway, so yeah, so most of the reviews I've gathered are basically kind of given that type of impression. This one here from the BBC says it surpasses the original in almost every respect. This did do well at the Venus Film Festival. Like it did very, very well. People were cheering, they were standing up, giving a standing applause, ovation, and everything. Now sometimes you have to take that with a grain of salt, right? We're talking about film people who are cheering a film made by other film people, right? So I don't look at Hollywood or film, as real people. They're not your real audience. They're not your normal audience. So, what does that mean, right? But this review says, I can't say I had high hopes, and said the underwhelming result of Ghostbusters Afterlife. It's a relief to report that Beetlejuice is more like a freakier, gorier, and altogether slimier equivalent of Top Gun Maverick. Well, if they've got Beetlejuice flying a F4 or whatever the hell at Mach 3, I'm all in. You kidding me? Holy moly. I don't think that's the case, and I think that's a terrible comparison, but whatever. Sequels come along after 30 years, pays intelligent and affectionate homage to its predecessor, but surpasses the predecessor in almost every aspect. Don't want to go into too much of it because I just don't want to give away a whole bunch to you guys. It's like, you know the drill. You know why they're back. They're back for a family tragedy. They're back, for a funeral. The family comes back there, and yes, Eric Thurman, they just compared, he literally, the writer of this article just basically said, says right here, so it's a relief to report that Beetlejuice is more like a freakier, gorier, and altogether slimier equivalent of Top Gun Maverick. Now, it's not that it's making that comparison. It's just saying that it's an affectionate homage, to its predecessor, which Top Gun Maverick was a great movie. And if you haven't seen it, I encourage anybody to see that movie. Some people say that the original was 80s propaganda for the United States, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so what? Who cares? We're in the middle of the Cold War. You know what? I'll take that propaganda now. So I'll take that America first now. But anyway, so yeah, that's the comparison. They're just saying it's 36 years later, here we are, right? 1988. So the BBC likes it. They're good with it. Most of the other ones look a little, suspect, I guess. Rotten Tomatoes, if we take a quick look here, is an 84% popcorn meter. I guess that's your audience meter. Tomato meter, 77%. So it seems to be going over well. Seems to be people like it. I'm probably going to go see it Sunday so I can talk in depth about it. And so we'll see. Audience score is now the popcorn meter. So audiences are giving it 74% on Rotten Tomatoes, and the critics are kind of somewhat in line. They're a little lower. Most of the time, these scores vary wildly. They swing one way or the other. Audiences and critics do not really get along on almost any movie, really. And so that's a good sign. And for those of you wanting to go see it, that's a great sign. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. It's projected to do between 70 and 80 million over the weekend. It did a little over 13, I think, already. As a matter of fact, we can look it up right now. Let's see here. The numbers. Box office. There we go. The numbers. I encourage anybody to go look at this website. It's actually really good. And we'll look up Beetlejuice real quick and just kind of get an idea. And then I'm probably gonna jump off after this, guys, and get me a little break, grab me another drink. So yeah, worldwide box office, 13 million after opening last night at midnight, I guess. Right? Something like that, maybe. Had some late showings, early showings, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, that's promising. Should be good. Maverick better than Top Gun? Yes, in many respects, I agree. 3-star draw. I definitely agree with you there. Yeah, it's good. You should see it. Anybody that hasn't. Winona side boob would put it over the top, breaking all records. I agree, and I am in favor of any and all boobies. I am a booby fan. I love boobies. I will never not love boobies, and I hope you do too. Always been a fan, always will be. Sue me. Let's see here. There is also a difference between how British, Aussies, and Americans view humor. And that's very true, because British humor is very hard for Americans to understand and grasp, because you're also dealing with an accent. And when you're dealing with an accent, that is difficult. You've got a lot to process there. Like it really is. It's a lot to process. I do like British humor. There are some shows that I have watched through the years that I personally really did enjoy. But I think that that's part of the problem, Frosty, is that you have to decipher that accent, and it's not always easy, whether it's Wales or proper, or and then Australian is a whole nother bug on top of itself, right? And you guys, you have your own, just like ours. But I'll tell you what, let me ask you this. For our Australian friends, especially, is an American accent, not the humor, not the language necessarily, like our slang and stuff, is our accent hard on your ears to decipher when we are talking? Is it really difficult for you to at least phonetically hear and make out what I'm saying right now? And I'm truly curious, actually. I'm actually truly curious, because I want to know. Because I know, as an American trying to listen to someone who does a podcast or videos that's from Britain or Australia, my brain, whether it is or not, whatever it is, my brain has to work a little bit, not overtime, but it does have to process, because the accent is so different, and there are pronunciations and there's words, and so it's like my brain is working to make sure I'm clearly hearing, what I'm hearing. It's not meant as an insult by any means. It's just, I'm just telling you the truth. Like, and the thing of it is, that's why British, Australian YouTubers are so popular, because Americans love those accents. They love to hear them. And so I'm just curious if, like, an American accent like mine, I know it's a Southern accent, but if it is easy, like your brain doesn't have to sit there and really process, like, and this is going to sound terrible. Okay. But when I talk about, like, going down, like I can't even do it properly, and I don't even want to try, because it's awful. But like, if you hear, let's say, a British accent, there are times when, like, it's really difficult to understand. The new Alien movie, for instance, the new Alien movie, the kid that's like, oh, there's something in the water. It's in the water. There's something fucking in the water. I don't know if you know that scene from the trailer, but it's like, you know what I'm talking about. It's from the trailer, and the dude's like, it's fucking in the water. It's in the fucking water. I could fully understand someone being like, what the fuck did that guy just say? Anyway, yes, that was a terrible attempt. But my point is, and I know 3-star, you did like Afterlife. I thought it was okay. I went to the theater, but I thought it was okay. Frostbite says American accent is second nature to us. My favorite is when my missus will watch something like Housewives of Moot County, and they'll put subtitles in for Australian people. That's funny. That's actually fantastic. British and Australian is easy for me to catch, says Model Misfit. That 3-star draw of mine probably sounds like annoying American ran through a molasses filter. The filter, too funny. And then Frostbite also says, I've done military training with British people. I said a few times, can you people please speak English? I believe that because there are some who, and I don't know, is it called like Cockney or you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Then you have your Scottish, your whatever. Obviously, you're Irish. You got whatever. Different areas. Same here in America, right? North, south, east, west, Midwest. Everybody's different. Everybody got a different accent. But anyway, so look. See Beetlejuice at your own peril or at your own delight. I may take a chance on it Sunday afternoon so I can give an opinion on Tuesday. Like I said, Matthew will not have an opportunity to check it out. But nonetheless, that's the deets, y'all, and that's the show. I don't want to go too deep in the weeds today, man. We spent a long time going through photos. I do want you guys to participate in Punk's Pit. I have sent out, going to be doing a commercial for Punk's Pit. So let me know, for those of you I've sent a message to or anybody kind of want to do it, kind of I say parody, but like our show. And just want to round up a few people, and it would only take a few minutes out of your time to basically do a fake chat for us, so that we can record just a small segment. It's probably 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes. But it'd be a fake chat. So I'll reach out to those of you, and if you'd like to participate, we'll have to herd the cats together. So we'd all have to get together at the same time. So we have a chat rolling, but it'd be kind of us doing a commercial for Punk's Pit, like Moss Man and stuff like that. So and for Monday Night Toy Rambling. So anyway, but yeah, so that's the show, y'all. Not going to keep on going down. I just want to kind of go over that little Beetlejuice, give you guys an idea what people are saying about it. And that's about it. So I really, really do appreciate y'all hanging out tonight with me, and the birthday wishes and all that stuff. And I really do appreciate it. And I know it's been a few weeks since I did a Friday stream. Next week, it may have to be a little earlier. I don't know, because it's a busy weekend next weekend for me, to be quite honest with you. Band stuff. So this time of year is always kind of a trick. But anyway, so yeah, man. Like I said, I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Obviously, catch me on Tuesday night with Matthew Madsen with the big show. That's right. Frostbite, hit that like button if you haven't already. And anybody watching the replay, if you like what you see, or enjoy just hanging out, listening to me ramble and talk and whatever, hit the like button, share the stream, tell a buddy, bring a friend. Bill Goodman's got a knife show. But yeah, so Tuesday night with Matthew Madsen. Be there with him coming up. And then, like I said, Thursday with a friend, September 26th with Punk on a Thursday night. So should be pretty fun to do, man. But I'll hopefully see you guys next Friday. I'll send out Instagram notifications, YouTube notifications, Twitter notifications, and maybe message a few of you. If you'd like me to stop messaging you about when I go on live, I will be glad to do that. If you don't care for that, I can fully understand that. So, but anyway, so yeah, man, really, really do appreciate y'all hanging out, and I guess we'll do it again maybe next week. All right, guys. Thanks a bunch. We'll see you next time on Pop Blender Unfiltered. Hit that button, man.